Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live where we will do the May tarot readings for the earth signs. That means Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn in that same order. Later, if you're watching me here in the live, well, then you're going to have to wait with me until we get to each of these signs. But if you are watching this later, down here you'll be able to see the different parts of the video. If you don't want to see Virgo or the other signs, you can just skip to your part right down here. And also, I accept donations in the link in my bio if you are interested in that. But also, you can find in that link my Ko-Fi shop where you can get, personalized readings, one-to-one readings, email readings or voice note readings, and any of that jazz. You can just find it down there. And before I begin with the tarot readings for each of the signs, I like to talk a little bit about myself. For example, my name is David. I'm known on social media as Camino el Ermitaño, and I've been doing tarot reading for a lot of years now. I started dabbling when I was 13. I started getting very serious about it in 2019. In 2020, I started offering my professional services online, and I've been dedicated 100%. This is the main thing I do for a living in my life right now since already a year, December of 2024. Let's see if anyone has signed in. What do you mean sign in to chat? Oh no, I think I'll just put this here. Let me open this one. Okay. Nobody's here yet, but whatever. Let's move along and begin. Let's see, I can save this part. So, let us check with the energy for Virgo. What is the energy for Virgo for May 2026? Oh, my bad. Sorry, Taurus. Why am I always confusing things? Sorry, I have to get the hang of this. But yes, what is the energy for May 2026 Taurus? What is the energy entering for May? What are the obstacles? What obstacles are we seeing here? Hello, ¿cómo estás, ma? What things can we see regarding love and relationships? And what opportunities in career or career movement are we seeing? What advice do we have for Taurus for May 2026? And finally, what will be the outcome of May 2026? Oh, here we go. Súper bien. Muchas gracias por preguntar y estar aquí. Okay, Taurus. So, here we begin the reading with the Five of Pentacles in its reversal position. This card, I think that we're definitely stepping into the month of May with a bit of anxiety for material things. It doesn't mean that we want to acquire material things, but maybe we feel that we could be making more, we could be earning more, we could be creating a more stable income or a sense of stable income. And I think this is really moving the energy towards May. I think we're really desiring to build kind of this foundation or this sense of stability with our finances, with our job, with our career. I definitely see that we're going to be questioning a lot of things about our career. Is it, satisfying me? Are my routines satisfying me? Am I able to build or shift my career in a way that feels meaningful, we're definitely stepping into the month of May with these kinds of questions. And, kind of like the obstacle for this month, we have here the Queen of Cups in its reversal position. This card is about being in tune with our emotions. I definitely see that we will be kind of like confronting a lot of emotions during the month of May, but we're just going to be kind of pushing them off to the side. And that is because we're scared of what we might see on the other end of the spectrum, what we might see if we actually sit with them. And that will make Taurus kind of like step out of their comfort zone, something that definitely Taurus does not enjoy. So, that will be the obstacle. Actually creating space, setting space and time to connect with your own emotional desires, with your own emotional needs. And, we are just kind of like focusing, the energy, Taurus, on work, on physical things, on what is superficial. But deep down, you are a truly spiritual being. You're highly intuitive, you're highly connected. But I think that you're kind of like cutting off that antenna. You're cutting off the possibility of really being in tune with that deeper, more profound side of you. Why is that? Definitely ask yourself, are you scared of showing up authentically? Are you scared of what might come out, what might be expressed now that you're in tune with it? Because when we're really in tune with our emotional self, with our intuitive body, we have to act upon that instinct. And the card that we have here regarding relationships and love, we have the Empress in its reversal position. This isn't necessarily a bad card. I just feel if you're a Taurus that is in a relationship, there will be definitely a shift in, okay, but am I feeding too much of my energy into the relationship and maybe leaving my own needs aside? Am I maybe kind of like postponing projects or, kind of like being more flexible with things regarding my own growth professionally to feed into the relationship? Am I, you know, maybe, how can I say, like, not overcompensating, actually, yeah, overcompensating because we want to feel loved, because we want that attention. And this card is here to definitely confirm that we don't have to overcompensate, we don't have to overwork in our relationships. Just by existing, just our presence is valuable for our partner. And we have to remind this to ourselves, give us that value, know that our value is intrinsic, and just the way that we show up is enough. And Taurus, if you are single with this Empress card reverse, I definitely feel that, there could be a sense of frustration, of maybe not feeling seen, of not feeling desired. But this is something that we cannot just place outwardly to other people. um, you know, People were dating, or the desire of dating and thinking that if we are dating someone, then we can feel a bit more empowered. We cannot leave that responsibility onto another person. We have to make ourselves responsible for our own self-worth, for feeling powerful, for feeling desirable without that need of external validation. I know it's nice. We all enjoy external validation. We all enjoy being desired, but that does not mean that that has to be the only way that we get that sense of gratitude and connection. Sí, estoy yendo como los mensajes de mayo en ese momento para Tauro y vamos con los de tierra por hoy. Ayer hice los de fuego. Sorry for that cough there, guys. And then regarding opportunities or career or topics of this nature, here we have the Death card in its reversal position. This is where I was talking about that I feel that there is a shift in our career during the month of May. I think we have been carrying this sense of dissatisfaction, carrying the sense of, okay, this is not really giving me back what I want. Yes, there is, the financial side of things, which also are not satisfying us completely, but also the personal things, is it satisfying me personal? Is my job becoming a bit dull, a bit repetitive? And so we will be questioning our career during May. We might be having a bit of crisis, but this is about refocusing this energy. I feel that the full moon, which is the 1st of May, in Scorpio, will definitely be hitting a bit of this spot. Taurus likes comfort, likes having financial security, to feel better, to feel aligned, to feel, that things are moving forward. And so I feel, that's Scorpio energy here, actually, the Death card. It will be kind of making us question our career. Are we in the right place? Can we shift our career without making a drastic change? Or am I willing to make a huge change in my career? And some advice, 4 of Cups. Look around you. A lot of the things that you've been wanting and desiring are actually right there. Maybe we are just too focused on the parts that we don't enjoy and not focus on the opportunities that are actually showing up or not receiving. I feel there's an opportunity that is coming for you, Taurus, during the month of May. The only issue here is that even though the opportunity is showing up for you, I just don't see you taking it right now. So really look around, look at the messages, try doing a bit of meditation so that you can really get in tune with your emotions, get in tune with your own intuition, with this deeper part of you, so that you don't miss these opportunities, so you don't miss to be grateful for the people who are around you, for telling them how you feel, for telling them that you love them. I think that's also very important during the month of May for you, Taurus. And then the final outcome, it is the Magician card. I feel that more than solutions, May will be opening questions. Questions surrounding your career, surrounding your worth. These are two very connected, because career or like work is very important for earth signs, right? And they sometimes correlate with our sense of fulfillment or our sense of value. And knowing that it shouldn't be that way, that we are valuable even without a flourishing career or a flourishing love life, but we have to give that value to ourselves without seeking that external validation. And those are a lot of the questions and the topics that will be appearing during May for you, Taurus. Think of it as an opportunity to acquire new skills, acquire new ways of seeing things, so that you can move on throughout the year with a sense of bigger stability. If you approach this month with kind of like that energy in mind, I definitely see you kind of like setting a very healthy, how can I say, like healthy pillars regarding financial health, your career choices, and things like that, so you can really move forward towards that sense of alignment. Anyways, Taurus, I hope that this reading resonated with you, and if maybe you like a personalized reading, you can check my Ko-fi link down below to get a private reading with me, or also on my other social media accounts. I also go live on TikTok from Monday to Friday, so that's another space where you can catch me. And now we will be shifting into Virgo, which is actually my sun sign, and my sun is in the 1st house. So hey Alex, so good to see you here. How are you doing, babes? Let's see, what messages do we have for Virgo for the month of May? We're going to be looking at love. We're going to be looking... Oops, sorry if that's loud. We're going to be looking at love. We're going to be looking at career, finance, and opportunities. And overall, what things can we expect of May for Virgo? thank you, Alex, for that beautiful comment. Oh, I'm happy that you're here. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, let's begin. What is the energy of Virgo stepping into May? What obstacles will appear during this month for Virgo? I definitely see it. What can we see regarding love and relationships for Virgo this month? How about career? There we go. Any guidance for Virgo for the month of May? And finally, we end with final outcome. Will the first part be on YouTube later? Yes. The whole live will be on YouTube later. Unless I have to leave and put like the Be Right Back screen, but I don't think that will happen. The whole reading and the whole parts are going to be live on YouTube after this live. I think it takes some time to process and to be better quality, but I think right after you can rewatch it. Okay, Virgo. Wow, I definitely see this energy. Seeing a lot of pentacles, seeing a lot of things regarding also, we earth signs are always so worried about money and finances. But anyways, let's get into it. We're stepping into the month with the Four of Pentacles in its reversal position. This card is about stepping into the month feeling a bit vulnerable, feeling that things can shift, that things can become unstable. Is my pocket safe? Am I actually looking deeply into my finances? Do I have good savings? Are these savings enough? These are definite questions that Virgo is stepping into the month of May with. And I think it's making you feel a bit vulnerable. It's making you feel a bit uncomfortable. I think May has like this a bit of anxiety regarding your finances, but don't worry, things are definitely going to work out in this case for you during this month. At least in this topic, I definitely do see it for you. The part for the fire signs later on, I already did actually. Yes, you can go check it out here in my YouTube channel. I already have uploaded the fire signs. I did those yesterday, so you can go check them out, Alex. So Virgo, one of the obstacles is actually the sense of vulnerability. You know, that was a topic. We're stepping into May, feeling a bit vulnerable regarding our finances, but it is about surrendering. It is about having hope. It is about trusting the process. It is normal. There are moments where we feel, that we have to pay a lot of things, that unexpected fees are appearing in our life. And I think that could have happened during March for you. And that's why you're worried. Maybe you had to take some money out of your savings. Things are moving all around, but don't worry. This month, I see very positive energy. I think that these worries definitely will wane later on in the month. Just accept vulnerability. Accept the fact that everything is ever changing. Money comes and goes. That is just the truth. And we cannot expect the falsehood of stability or financial stability rule our mental health, which is definitely a topic there. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit also how much you could make, how much you want to make. And don't limit yourself also to giving pleasure and joy and buying those things that you know that you require. I know that Virgos can definitely overthink before they buy. No, don't worry, Alex. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, you can check it out. It's already live on my YouTube channel. And so, Virgo, regarding love and relationships, here we have the Queen of Swords in its reversal position. You love making everybody else feel good, yet you're so bad at receiving. You're so bad at receiving, positive words, words of affirmation, help from partners or overall just people who love you in life, Virgo. So I definitely feel, if you are in a relationship, Virgo, let your partner tell you nice things and just accept it and don't say, oh no, blah, 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 blah. Because I definitely see you doing that. Accept and say thank you. Yes, I am really feeling myself today. Yes, I am really feeling handsome today, or beautiful, or hot, or sexy, or however you want to feel and embody. Um, don't hold back as well. I think there's something very beautiful that you want to tell your partner. There's something, a conversation you would have. And I think if you were to have it, your partner would be very willing to have this conversation. And I definitely do see it moving forward. Trust what you're feeling with your partner, Virgo. And Virgo, if you are single, in this case, tell that crush that you are interested in getting to know them more. Tell that crush that you want to take them out on a date, that you want to do something with them. Don't hold back. There is a strong possibility and energy that, yes, that they also have an interest for you, Virgo. So go ahead, write that message, send it and run away and be scared, be vulnerable, let that fear of rejection go. Regarding career and opportunities and financial things, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I think this is going to be a great month for you financially. You're going to be in that bag, Virgo. So accept it. You are going to build a sense of abundance. This is a very fertile card of receiving. I think you will be receiving payments. You will be receiving helps. You will be kind of like in that bag. For me, the Queen of Pentacles. And it's also kind of like passive income. It's like, yes, there is an effort, or maybe an effort that you did before, and you're acquiring something. It is definitely that energy. It's very fertile if you're thinking of beginning a new project, if you're beginning of maybe doing social media or doing other things. Definitely start and be very disciplined during this month. I see a lot of growth for you regarding finances, projects, and things of this nature for Virgo. And then, some guidance. We have the Eight of Swords. Know that this sensation of limitations, that this anxiety and all of these fears, they're just in your head, and they're actually holding you back from your virtue. It is actually holding you back from stepping into your abundance, from stepping into tranquility. Just do everything that you regularly do with joy, with peace, and kind of like try and be like, okay, these excess thoughts mean nothing. Just because you're thinking something, it does not mean that it's true. Is your heart racing? Is it just coming from anxiety? Kind of brush them off, journal a bit, go for a walk barefooted. Definitely do activities that help you be grounded. Being embodied really helps in those moments. So don't worry, it is just your mind going crazy. Virgos are great overthinkers. And the final outcome is the Six of Pentacles. The Six is normally a card of success, of growth during the tarot. And the Pentacles is regarding finances, money, stability, even health, if that is also a topic that has been on your mind, Virgo. I feel financial success for you during this month. I feel that maybe, the things you had to take out of your savings, you're putting it back in. The savings are starting to grow. Your projects are growing. There is more cash flow for sure. But also, as I said, be willing to accept gifts. Be willing to accept abundance from the universe. When people want to help you out and give you something, just say yes to it. This is a divine gift, and the universe is using this person to give you this. So just be open to receive things, Virgo, this month. Anyways, I hope this message resonated, and if maybe you want a personalized reading, Virgo, you can check the link below for my Ko-Fi shop, or if this really resonated and you'd like to make a donation, in that link you can also leave me a donation. It really helps me out with this new hobby I am picking up, which is doing these readings. Hola, Pa, super bien, ¿y tú cómo estás? Okay, guys, now it is time to do Capricorn. Oh, why does it say Sagittarius? Let me fix that. Earth, Capricorn. There we go. May, Earth signs, Capricorn. Perfect. Let me take a sip of water to hydrate my throat before we step into Capricorn for the month of May. I don't know, May seems like quite a good month for the earth signs. I do feel that there's like a shift and a transformation with this, full moon in Scorpio. It does represent a bit of change. It's the fire energy these days. Are you enjoying? What sign are you, Alex? I forgot. What is your sun sign? Well, give me your big three. Okay, Capricorn. Let's look into the month of May. What energy is Capricorn stepping into May? What obstacles will be arising for Capricorn during this month? What can we see regarding love for Capricorn? What can we see regarding finances and careers? Finances and career for, there we go. What are the advice that we have for Capricorn this month? And what is the final outcome for Capricorn? Oopsie. Aries Sun, Moon Sag, Scorpio rising. Oh my god, Alex, you're super firing. Super, super firing. And that Scorpio rising, no wonder you're into divination. Very philosophical, very in tuned. Okay, Capricorn, so you're stepping into May with the Knight of Pentacles in a reversal position. Again, I'm seeing this link between the earth signs, finances or money kind of like being an issue. It feels that we were wasteful during the month of April. Maybe it could have been that fire influence that Alex is talking about. It made us maybe do a bit of, how's it called? Wasting our money without thinking too deeply about it. I definitely feel that fire made us, take drastic choices that kind of affected our financial health. So I definitely also see a bit of those worries. It feels like you took some steps back regarding, maybe your financial health or your savings or things of this nature, and this can definitely be worrisome for you. But I feel that let's be optimistic, Capricorn. I know that's hard for you. I know that for Capricorn it's sometimes hard to be optimistic. It is all about rationality, and you guys are sometimes headstrong as well. I think most earth signs are a bit headstrong, but for me, I would say the worst will have to be Capricorn and Taurus. Even like the animals represent a bit, that big head of yours. Some obstacles that I am seeing for you, Capricorn, is actually regarding decision making. Here we have the Two of Swords. I feel that, you're scared of trusting your instinct because maybe during the, what has been of the year, you've taken some choices, you've taken some leaps, and maybe these didn't work out for you. So part of you is like, can I trust my intuition? Can I actually trust my instinct? But here it's like, you're going to have to make a choice, but don't let indecisiveness pull you back. Don't let indecisiveness not help you. move forward. You have to make a decision during this month. You can't just wait until things clear up. And I feel that this commitment that might be appearing for you during the month of May is actually going to give you a lot of forward movement. It's actually going to give you a sense of fulfillment and even the opportunity to travel. If Capricorn, you have the opportunity of a travel, even if it's, to another city, even if it's just a small travel, take that opportunity. I think it's definitely going to help you kind of like open your horizons, open your mind a bit. Anyways, Capricorn, so, even if past experiences are holding you back, try and do something different this month. Take a little, maybe a weekend trip. I think this is actually recharging for you. And maybe just, make a budget for it so you don't overspend like maybe you did in the past year. Um, okay, Capricorn, now let's look into the topic of love. Here we have the Four of Swords in its reversal position. I feel like if you have a relationship, Capricorn, I think that something is feeling a bit off in the communication. I think that something is feeling a bit off. Um, but you really quite can't put your finger on it. And to be honest, I just think it's kind of I don't know, it's giving me like the sensation of this natural stagnancy that we experience in relationships, and that's normal. Relationships have like different rhythms, when things can feel a bit more intense, when things can feel a bit more chill. And so I just feel that you're overthinking it a bit too much. You are building actually something quite stable. You are building something that is quite fertile, and there will be other moments where things feel a bit more exciting, where you feel a bit more seen, a bit more connected. I feel that sometimes a bit of stagnancy is completely normal in our relationships. And if you are single, Capricorn, I actually feel that there is more towards the end of the month, kind of like a new connection that will feel very safe. They're not going to be pushy whatsoever. They will respect your privacy. They will respect your pace. And it's going to be kind of like this building something. It's going to feel very transformative in the sense that you're kind of being a bit pessimistic around love and being like, I don't think love is meant for me, blah, blah, blah. Well, I think this person might change that perspective for you, Capricorn. And regarding job, finances, and opportunities, Capricorn, here we have the Six of Swords in its reversal position. I feel that this full moon is definitely going to create a big shift for the earth signs regarding what they think about their career and their job. I feel that you will be questioning it. I think you might be a bit stressed in your job, or stressed looking for a new job, or a way of doing things differently in your job. I think you're just being overwhelmed. That's why that thing of maybe that weekend trip, definitely try to take it. I'm getting like this message that you're in a transitional period, and the month starts strong with that full moon in Scorpio, making you question everything and kind of desiring that change. If there is a change that you desire, write about it, plan it. You're perfect at planning and organizing and structuring. Is there, a new project you would like to take on to maybe give you that sense of financial stability? Start planning it. Not starting it this year, but definitely planning it. Then some advice, as I said, take a trip, do something different. If maybe you cannot take, a weekend trip or things of that nature, do something that, a small walk in a park, things that kind of like with like very open horizons, going up a mountain, even if it's just for half a day, a little hike. I think a good perspective of seeing things from far away, seeing your life from far away and getting a bit of perspective makes it feel a bit less serious, makes it feel, less taunting. Sometimes we're just like stuck in our heads and we have like this tunnel vision, and we just take things way too serious, more serious than we should. And I think you need to open a bit, kind of like your vision of things. And the final outcome, we have this Queen of Wands reverse. I feel that may leave you feeling a bit tired. It might be leaving you with a few questions about your passions. Also of like worth. Like it's like, I think I'm better as a leader. I'm just so good at structuring, giving orders. We know that. And so with that, I feel that it will be leaving you the sense of, I think I can grow more in my career. I think I can grow more in my person. I need to sell myself a bit better. I have, I can be more charismatic if I just really tried to. Anyways, Capricorn, I hope that these messages resonate with you. If they did, there is a link down below, my Ko-Fi shop, where you can get a private reading with me, or there's other readings that you can get with me. And give it a like, subscribe to the channel. That would really help me out. And that was all for the Earth signs. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If maybe you want to look at your moon sign or your rising sign, up to today I've only done the fire signs and now the earth signs, but tomorrow I will be doing air signs tomorrow. So you could wait until that, and you could just rewatch these videos as well. If you watch them later, I will leave here, kind of the, what's it called, like the markers, and it will just be more easy to navigate. And so right now, I'm just gonna have like a bit of space for some Q&A. We can just chat here and just, talk about life. So Alex, if you want to chat, if you have some questions of any sort, we could just chit chat. This is just my chit chatting. What is up with your life? How is work? Thank you so much, Alex. I'm glad that you like the readings. I like doing this, actually. I'm enjoying doing these readings. After this week, I would be done with the May readings for all the signs. I have a question about the full moon. Let me know what questions you have. But yeah, after this week, I'll be done with all the signs, and next week, I will be doing only 2 lives. And then the last week of each month, I'll be doing the 4 lives. But other than that, on YouTube for now, I'll only be doing 2 lives. And probably just one, like a YouTube video as well. Which I think on Friday, I will be posting a YouTube video. So you can check that out as well. Yo soy la fan number 1. Eso es verdad, mam. Pues todavía no me estoy espiando. Yo estoy como aquí, charlando y hablando con ustedes. How is the energy being with the full moon in Scorpio? You know what? Let's look into that with a bit of tarot and also just like thinking about it. Because if we think about full moon in Scorpio, let's see what we get here from the tarot for the full moon in Scorpio. But also, let's think a full moon represents, plentitude, represents like that a lot of, like shining on that topic, shining on the topic of change and transformation. I definitely am getting this sensation that, we are wanting change, and this full moon is going to illuminate those aspects where we want change. Is it with our relationships? Is it in our partnerships? Is it work related? I feel that, for example, with the earth signs, work, career, and finances are very big topics for this full moon. But overall here, I'm definitely getting kind of like transforming our relationships and communicating our emotions, making something of them. I feel that this full moon will push us to be very compassionate with our words, but to also express them, to be like, hey, I've been feeling this about this topic, but with a lot of eloquence. I'm seeing, I also feel that Scorpio is quite regal, right? It's like they don't over explain things. They feel them and they say them. And I think that's also something that is coming for us during this month, but also because we're just going to gain a lot of clarity. Those things that that we need to change in our life, it's going to be crystal clear that we need to change something, whether it's we want a bit more commitment, maybe less commitment, maybe we need more rest, maybe we need more structure, we need, to create a lot of structure with our job, with our habits. I'm definitely seeing that full moon in Scorpio affecting us in that way. What do you feel, Alex? Intense energy with it. Well, Scorpio is actually quite intense, am I right? I definitely feel it's very intense. It always pushes us to action as well, because it is ruled by Mars, or traditionally ruled by Mars, because I think it's ruled by Pluto in modern astrology, but in ancient astrology it was ruled by Mars. And I do see that Mars, like Scorpio, the scorpion, like that tail, it's so Mars for me. So I think Scorpio always leads to action, and it being a water sign, it's like acting from our emotions, acting from what we're feeling, letting our emotions gain strength in our life and also direction, like cleansing out things for sure. Very spring cleaning kind of vibes now, don't you think? It does feel quite like some spring cleaning. La luna llena es este viernes, el 1 de mayo. ¿Qué van a hacer en Ananda ese día? For sure, spring cleaning. And I definitely want to do some of that, some spiritual cleaning. Maybe go to the beach, or maybe um, go to a river and just bathe in natural water. I feel like that for me is the best cleansing. Last time I went to the beach, the water is still freezing here in the Mediterranean, here in the south of Spain. The water was freezing, and just at this moment I feel very bad with freezing water. So I just took it as like a cleanse, and I just like dipped myself in. I literally dipped myself in like 3 times, like if it was a baptism. And I'm like, thank you so much, ocean. Thank you so much, gods and spirits of this ocean, of this water, for cleansing me. And then I just got out. But that actually did change a few things. I think it did pull away a bit, like this like limiting energy that I was having, of just kind of like limiting myself to just the same things that I was doing. And now I feel a bit more motivated, for example, to do these lives, to do different kind of content and things of this nature. Ir a un río a bañarse o hacerse una limpia, definitivamente muy como de limpieza. Siento de limpiar la casa energéticamente o físicamente, darle orden y estructurar las cosas, principalmente. Yes, I like doing these monthly readings, and now I'll be doing more lives next week. Kind of like the schedule is, I'm thinking going live. When was it? I'm not sure if Monday and Friday. No, not Friday. Probably Wednesday and Monday. Monday and Wednesday, I'll probably do the lives next week. I still don't know what topics or what kind of like collective readings to do. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe I can go on Monday through all the zodiac signs and like the energy for that week. And then on Wednesday, I can think of something else. It's kind of like my live show here, with a lot of tarot. Maybe I can bring a topic to talk about. We'll see. We'll see what I'm feeling for next week. And then during the week, the rest of the days, just the TikTok live, which I normally go live from 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. Central Europe time. And these are going to be from 9 to 10 p.m. Central Europe time. For now, I'm thinking of maybe pushing it a bit early to 8 p.m. so I don't go to bed too late. And yes, the live show, so cool. Yes. I like it. I think it because like I wanna have quite like different vibes. Like my TikTok lives are more like express readings. These are a bit more collective. This is like more to connect, to create community, to talk about topics, bringing in topics, maybe even trying possibly, you know, some interviews, talking to people later on. Things of this nature would be amazing. And yeah, it's just talking about spiritual practice and just like life overall, philosophy, books, literature, whatever topic may bring. But, anyways, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I'm gonna leave you now. For now, they're kind of like 45 minutes long. If you guys have any suggestions, you can message me or you can leave a comment here on the video. Thank you so much for being here. Go like and subscribe the video from yesterday, like this video. And yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow where we will be looking at the water signs. No, air signs. I forgot which one. I think it's air signs. Yes, the air signs tomorrow. We're looking at the air signs tomorrow. I hope you'll have an amazing rest of your night or day or whatever time it is that you're watching this. Thank you so much. No, thank you, Alex. See you next time, guys. And remember, if you want a reading with me, the link is below. Everything is in the link below. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.